What's up, Everyday Blades? Man, we got the Bestechman Dundee. So this was sent out to several reviewers. I saw several reviews on it. The Bestechman is Bestech's new budget line. Designed to be exactly what it said, as affordable knives. And the fact that they're made by Bestech speaks. Bestech makes great knives. This one is no exception. The one they sent us is in G10. It's ambidextrous. Clip can be flipped around. D2 tool steel with very nice grind lines for a budgetary knife. No, let me start this off before this review and tell you this knife is $54 on Amazon. That space is crowded. But there's some great knives in there, and I'm going to put this knife in with it. Like the Civivi Elementum, killer knife. This is a different style of knife. This gives you a longer, more robust blade. Longer handle. It's a little bit bigger knife. So if that fits your needs better, this is the way to go. Steel liner lock. Of course, all the lockup and everything is solid. It's good. I mean, it's Bestech. It may be their budget line, but they're still gonna have the same specs as they do on their nicer lines. It's just probably not going to be quite the materials, and maybe the fit and finish itself is probably not going to be quite the same. But as far as the overall quality, I believe you're probably going to get the same type of materials, made by the same people. It's run on standoffs. I'm really excited about these $50-ish knives. We've seen a lot of them come through. It's great to bring people into the knife community, because telling someone there's a great knife for $50 doesn't put a big shock on their face like a $200 Benchmade or a $700 Medford. I mean, that to a new guy in the knife community, just like when you came in the knife community, that's insane. Who would ever spend that? That's good money, right? But this gets them started. This gets them into it. Pretty bold to enter that market, because it used to be that Ontario Rat dominated that space. Now I think they've been completely pushed out. I mean, there's so many great options, but Ontario Rat's still a great knife. It always will be. It's knife. It's a legend in the knife community. I mean, it'll always have its place. But a lot of great stuff out there. We got probably about 1.25 inch jimping. It's a flat grind with a fuller groove at the top. Let's see, I got the specs pulled up here so we don't have to fumble through with the ruler and all that. So according to Blade HQ, the overall length is 8 inches. Blade length is 3.5 inches. Cutting edge 3.62. Blade width is 0.87, so a little over 3/4 of an inch thick. Blade thickness 120 thousandths. D2 tool steel, standard blade flat. Okay, that about sums it up. Theirs is my card, but this is G10. Running on bearings. I mean, that's kind of a standard these days, but there are some, man, I got some reviews coming up of some knives that are on bearings you're not gonna believe, man. They're killer. So let's look at it. Fold it up. I mean, it's just about, this one's brand new. I mean, I carried it one day. I've had it a couple weeks, but I've only been able to carry it one day. I had so many knives to try out. I mean, that's a great action for a $54 knife. I mean, what are you gonna argue with that? Let's look at it against a couple other knives. The Benchmade Griptilian and the 20 CV version. Pair of 3. You can see it's got some length to it. I mean, it'll do the job. If you're going to work somewhere where you're going to be opening concrete sacks and stuff all day, or you don't know what you're going to get into, it's going to be rough. You're not going to want to take your $1,000 knife out there. This is a great one to have in the pocket to go with it. The Salt 2. I'm going to do a review on this too, because this knife is interesting. This knife doesn't have bearings or washers. It's writing on plastic. We're going to talk about that. So, Bestech Dundee. Nice job. I'm looking forward to seeing some more stuff in the future. That's a nice pocket clip. Decent spring, smooth, recessed. I mean, it's Bestech. They know what they're doing. They're not going to make junk. $54? Sure, forget about it. Guys, thanks for watching. God bless you and your families. Say a prayer for our country. Good night.